Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steven Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.
Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife,
Marie.
and you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? It's the moonwalking, trash-talking princess of Staten Island. I want to remind you all that Mela is money, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hi, this is Shinsuke Nakamura. Just keep watching Going In the Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steven Larson, and available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it to make sure you're always getting your new Going In Raw content. And remember, if you hit that notify bell and then you dig into your notifications and to do some stuff, you'll have access to our community tab notifications, where it'll let you know when we post a new poll. For example, a poll regarding last night's Monday Night Raw, which we'll get to in a little bit. And then, of course, whenever there's new Going In Raw live streams or videos going live. We're also available wherever fine podcasts can be found. Whatever podcast app you use, do us a favor. Subscribe to Going In Raw. Leave us a rating, review, or a comment. It really does help boost the exposure of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're also on Patreon, Larson. Did you know we're on Patreon?
I had no idea.
Patreon.com/
I'm just kidding. I totally knew we were on Patreon.
Steven Larson.
Get out of here with
I
that.
know you did, pal. I sent you a bunch of Patreon money the other day. I'm going to give some shout-outs because we got some new patrons. It's a really fantastic
great
way
idea.
to support Going In Raw. You get access to $5 and up a month Patreon reward tier. Monday through Friday, you get Overrun, which is our bonus episode, previously known as Post-Show Yay or Nay. I got to make some new titles for that thing. But I'm going to give some shout-outs to some new patrons. We got some great new patrons over the last 24 hours, a.k.a. Billy, Edu Menares, Jamie Kilburn, JB Mega, Rick Struve, Derek Brink, Joy Brito, Matt Hero, Bonehead Shot, and Steven Trado.
Thank you all.
Thank you all. Before we get into this, really quick, I wanted to point out that Friendo Market, we still got great deals there. FriendoMarket.com. We still got holiday deals, shirt sticker packs. And then this Friday, we decided we're going to do the second Best of the Super Friendos.
Correct.
Given the popularity of the Friendo draft this past Friday, this Friday morning Pacific time, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, we're going to be taking how many?
16.
16.
You're going to pick 8 free agents. I'm going to pick 8. We're going to have 2 sides of the bracket. W, Steve W, Fun Wrestling. We're going to have a tournament. Whoever wins this tournament will go to the brand they're representing in said tournament. So if you win the tournament, the wrestler you played as when you won will be signed to W, Steve W. Same for me if a fun wrestler or a prospective fun wrestler wins.
Yeah, ooh. So if your guy didn't get drafted,
second chance right here.
This is your second chance right here. Maybe one of the 16 friendos will be there. So join us at twitch.tv/Steven Larson this coming Friday.
Yes.
Should be a lot of fun. Raw in a nutshell.
Well, it was better than last week, but that's not saying a whole lot.
That's exactly the correct. Yes, that's like literally half of the people when they get here, half of the friendos when they get into the chat. It's better than last week, but it's still bad.
Yeah, it was still pretty awful. It was awful.
So
not quite as awful as last week.
Given how bad really last week was, I found some stuff to like about this week.
Here's the thing. We talked about this a bit before we started the show. Here's the thing that really bugs me more than anything. Nothing matters. Nothing matters. Absolutely nothing matters.
That's deep, man. You're getting philosophical now. Existential.
Yeah.
Does anything really matter?
Maybe that's the whole point of this, of how WWE's booking things. It's the impermanence of everything in life. Nothing matters.
That's what Vince is aiming for here. He's
I would like.
I'm 70 some odd years old.
This is all going to be in ruin someday.
Nothing matters.
Nothing matters.
We're all going to be eaten up by a giant red sun.
Yep. Eventually. Here's just one example. 2 weeks ago, Dean Ambrose during his promo to Seth was saying, here now maybe what we're doing between what's going on with us. Between Roman's illness, we're all paying for things that we've done in the past, the misdeeds we've done.
Sure.
We're facing, some measure of retribution for all the wrongs we have done. And then this week, he cuts a promo saying that, I was proud of what the Shield did until Roman and Seth decided they want to be role models. Well, which one is it?
Yeah.
Which one is it? It can't be both.
I was too distracted by the air horn to the raid siren.
That doesn't match up with music whatsoever. Doesn't match with music whatsoever. It's too close. It's too close to what Cesaro's got going on. Anyways,
time to play the game.
I don't mind, in theory, Drew losing. Just nothing about it was booked right. It doesn't benefit anybody.
Oh, I was fine with that.
Doesn't benefit anybody long term.
Finn Balor.
Well, then, if they really wanted to benefit Finn Balor, then he should have been the one to pin Drew McIntyre, not Dolph, because Dolph gets zero benefit from it.
Well, Finn,
if you're going to have your top here's my thought on it. If you're going to have your top heel get pinned, it's got to be of consequence. Like, whoever beats him got to benefit directly from it. Dolph gets nothing from this.
Well, it's a fluke loss.
I understand. The particulars of it.
To launch Drew into Finn and do a thing.
I know, but there's other ways to do it that actually would benefit Finn directly.
See, I thought Finn was actually booked much better in this episode than he has.
Oh, he was.
He got a coup de grace win today.
He was actually involved in
night.
Stuff. But it's like there's two different parts of it. Like, for the longest time, Drew and Dolph were a thing. 6 months or something.
Oh, yeah.
And I know not a lot of people care about Dolph.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
I understand that. Yeah. Nonetheless, if you're going to have these two people paired up, and you're going to have a split between them, that's a story that could be told that both parties could benefit potentially from the telling of that story, regardless of who wins or loses.
So here's the thing. You are absolutely right.
It's just bad storytelling.
You are 100% correct.
And I know you don't care.
But I am so glad they got rid of that story in a single night.
But the problem is they're not going to. There's going to be another match next week. Drew, you mentioned this before.
But that's all
Drew will win by squash. And there's and if Finn finds a way to win at TLC against Drew, it's not going to be because he's the better competitor. It's because Dolph's going to come out and interfere and help Finn.
Yeah. You're right.
That all sucks.
Yeah, that sucks. They booked Finn fairly weak.
I guess that's my point. If Drew is going to have his shoulders pinned on the mat for the first time since he's been on Raw, since the first time almost beat him in NXT, then have it really stink and matter.
Yeah.
This is something that's going to be forgotten about in 2 weeks. It's not going to matter.
Yeah,
at all.
I just like them getting away from what they've been doing, which
I understand, but tell the story of that and have it matter. Nothing matters.
The heels never get pinned these days, and they did that, which makes me question how big of plans they have for Drew, because they had him eat a pin.
That's another thing.
So I don't know, man.
I mean, I guess we should have known on Drew McIntyre Appreciation Night that things were going to go south for Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to put our tree topper up.
Did we decide that's going to be our treat? Well, number one, you got to put him on the top. If you're gonna.
Well, I didn't think he would fit on top.
And number two, come on now. He's got to do his Adam Cole Bebe if he's going to be on top of the tree.
Give it to me.
Make sure he's on the top.
I'll try.
Look, man, I'm just trying to find some good things about the show.
I understand. I'm just keeping it real, man.
And I think I don't know. I was less bugged by a lot of stuff. There was actually, I'll be honest, there was a couple things that I was pleasantly surprised about. I mean, there were little things. You got to take them. You take what you can get. But Ember Moon was in the main event last night.
Yeah, that was cool.
Oh, that was cool. Good for her. She
seemed
really happy there.
She was involved in the finish. She hit an Eclipse. That's always great.
Yeah, she deserves that spot. That was cool. Let's see here. Yeah, Finn had a really good showing last night. I liked the Slater Rhino thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cool. Because they got TV time. They had their own little mini story going on.
There was at least something at stake.
I mean, I totally get what you're saying with the substance of Dean's promo. I just found the spectacle of it all.
Oh, the presentation was all right.
It was amusing. It was entertaining. I'm not going to say it's good. I'm not going to necessarily say it's bad either. But a movie came out 5 years ago.
Yeah, no.
And okay, let me ask you something. Was that Dean's idea, or was that one of them writers' ideas? One of them, that little writer who shows up and Baron yells at him. Was it that dude's idea? I was watching this movie last night. It was called Batman. and there's this dude named Bane in it, and he was really cool, and I think Dean can be that guy.
I don't know.
Everybody's seen that, and we all know what movie you're talking about.
Yeah,
it came out 5 years ago.
Came out a while
yeah, it was
ago.
on TNT last night.
It wasn't very good either.
On TNT last night.
I don't know. I don't want to speculate on it because.
Oh, come on! Speculating backstage stuff is the most fun thing we do.
Such a dated reference. It's dated when people mentioned Thanos. And that movie came out this year.
I know. It's the worst. That's the worst. And then we had, so yeah, I don't know. I thought there were some things to like about the episode because, my God, what else am I supposed to do? Like, dude, do you want me to put a shotgun in my mouth? Is that what you want? I have to try to find something that I like
about it.
about it.
Go ahead and find what stuff you like about it. I will too. I just didn't find a whole lot to like about it.
Yeah. Speaking of people who did not find a lot to like about it, this was kind of telling. So would you say that Raw was 6% better than it was last week?
3 to 4% better.
Oh, I would give it probably 10 to 12% better. I think, come on, look, dude, here's the thing about last week. It was a carbon copy of the week before. You're going to say it's 3% better than a carbon copy of the week before?
Wait, this week was a carbon copy of the week before?
No, I said last week was a carbon copy of the week preceding.
Well, there's a lot of stuff they did this week was more or less a carbon copy of what they did last week. They doubled down on the Bailey Sasha open forum.
Oh, that was bad.
With not
that
any
was
better
really
results.
Bad. That was so bad.
We got more of this.
Well, they said tag team championship.
Yeah, no, Gable and Roode versus AOPP type stuff. That wasn't good either. There's a lot they doubled down on this week, not to the benefit of the show.
There were some they doubled down on. So according to our Friendo community on the community tab, this week, after 3.1 thousand votes, 3,100 votes.
It's a good sample size.
Yay, 9%. That was up 6% from last week's 3%. The nays chimed in with 29%.
Did not watch, don't plan to, jump from 43 to 51%. More than half the people that responded to this.
Yeah, we said that we were speculating on that.
This would be over 50%. I think we said 51.
What were the nays last week? I'm sorry.
43. No, 43 last week. Sorry, 43% was didn't watch, don't plan to. I don't remember what the nays were last week.
Here,
I can scroll down a little bit.
Here we go. What's this? So nays were 35%.
Yeah.
So the nays went down 6%. Yeah. Okay. And then didn't watch.
You also didn't include somewhere in between on this.
Oh, that's what I forgot to do. The somewhere in between. Well, what are you gonna do? Didn't watch. Don't plan to. Jumped to 51%. Planning to watch later jumped up to 11%.
From 10%. So a slight increase.
So yeah,
people found it slightly better.
That's somewhere in between. That's important. I gotta remember that next time.
Yeah, because how many of those yays and nays would have been slightly in between if given the choice?
We're in a polarized country, man.
True. This is true.
You got to choose, man. You got to choose. Yes or no? Was it good or not?
You can't exist in the middle.
No way.
Can't
man.
appreciate nuance.
No way. Absolutely not. Speaking of nuance, we've got some super chats here.
Yes, Jay Sean Lawrence, Triangle of Terror was best value pick.
Oh, we're going back to that.
Yeah.
Well, you know why I said that? Because Jay Sean made them.
Yeah.
So it was the best value pick, though. It was great.
It was a good pick. Mr. Ollie B27.
I'm probably going to kill them all, though.
New poll option, will watch if reviews are good. So for the
That's way too much.
That's a lot.
That's too much. Way too much.
Happy Anderson, make up new rules that fall under left-handed pitcher rules. I don't understand what the context of that is.
I don't know what that means, man.
Unless there's LHP means something else.
Jonathan says Jack Potato's in the gym right after that news. He's trying to get more jacked.
Yeah. Josh Little, WTF is a gold medal of excellence. That's what Baron Corbin bestowed on Drew McIntyre during Appreciation Night.
Very shiny. Soul FGC, Monday Night Raw is just junk food for the mind. Actually, I would compare it to more like that recalled salad.
Yeah.
Now they're like recalling 5 million pounds of beef.
Oh, really?
So it's more that. Yeah, red meat. So
it's a bummer.
Let the gods be good.
Didn't hear about that. Power Packers 90. Hey, friendos, do you like 1999 WCW, 2013 TNA, or 2018 Raw? Also, I just got my first apartment.
Oh, congratulations. That's fun. I like the clean slate. That's good. 99 WCW is pretty bad.
Yeah.
But, bad wrestling. Here's the thing. The worst wrestling is boring wrestling. That's the worst. So whenever it's boring, that's when it's the worst.
Young Hop B-word. Remember when Steven Larson questioned Roman's work ethic? I think more than anything, we might have questioned his booking, but we never questioned his work ethic.
Oh, I don't know. I say a lot of weird shit sometimes, so it wouldn't surprise me if I did.
That's usually,
but in the end, I never did. In the end,
that's usually the one thing I would say. His performance here or there could have been better. His creative was garbage, but I don't think I really questioned his work ethic.
Sometimes his presentation, the way he presented his character, felt very lazy. But
yeah, I mean, in the ring, you can tell he always busted his butt.
I don't know if I ever. I mean, I might have because I say a lot of weird stuff, but
Dan Milinkovic just gave us 99 cents. Thank you very much.
Jay Sean, I wish I was there. I wish there was a top title they could give Drew. Yeah, I know, right? That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be great.
Sean Lathrop, are you still taking independent wrestler going in Raw intros? Yeah, I'm going to change up the intros a little bit at the beginning of the new year.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Blue 7 has Dean's heel work clicked with you because I'm confused. No, still isn't working for me.
Yeah, he's still kind of just quirky, dude.
Yeah.
Alto, last night a guy in my bar was stabbed in the eye with a drumstick.
Wait, it gets worse.
Later released from hospital and struck by a car. Probably, I'm adding the speculation, due to lack of depth perception.
Yeah.
Is that car here or is it clicking?
I don't know. That's messed up. That's a bad night.
Don't go to Alto's bar.
Kyle O'Reilly's air guitar. So glad I didn't go to Raw last night. Yeah, in 2 weeks, we got 2 episodes of Raw we get to sit through.
I don't know how I let you.
Because there's a good business reason to do it.
Josh Little. I would rather watch Impact than watch Raw. Whoa, Josh, slow down there. 122,000 people agree with you, though. That was the rating this week for Impact. Happy Anderson.
It'd be a lot lower if it was going head-to-head to Raw, though.
That's true. Lucha House Party rules. Sean Lathrop. Yeah. The Young Bucks actually chimed in on that. The Young Bucks actually, I think it was Nick, actually chimed in on that revival situation.
Well, the whole thing, they're tweeting back and forth how badly they want to wrestle each other.
Yeah.
Revival's got one foot out the door, man.
When whoever asked us which remember you said the club is most likely to go to All Elite Wrestling? It's the Revival. Absolutely. Sean Lathrop, Rhino says he is retired. Thoughts on his career?
I've already said that during the commercial break after his loss, but then he's scheduled to appear on the South America tour coming up. I mean, I guess that could change, but...
Goomba, Finn still needs stronger booking, but I like what they're doing, kind of setting him up as a locker room leader type that helps the good guys and gets help from them. This is Lego, by the way. I'm using this account now.
Thank you, Lego.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Buster Wolf 2012, love your show, guys. Raw needs to get better. Keep up the great work. Yes, Raw does need to get better.
It does, man. They just need they need fresh matchups. They need more consistent creative, more consistent motivations.
They need a lot of everything.
Anyways, let's kick this off. Ronda Rousey and Natalya versus Nia Jax and Tamina was to open the show. But before anything really got started, Riot Squad came to the ring. They had a table in tow.
Yeah, they were just carrying a table.
Yeah. Nia and Tamina.
They take advantage of this distraction, get the upper hand.
Uh-huh.
And then,
right, you can't sound depressed the entire thing, dude.
I thought it was matter of fact.
Nia and Tamina take the breath.
And then Riot Squad powerbomb Natalya through the table. That was set up on ringside. The match never began.
That powerbomb looked nasty.
Yeah. There's like a powerbomb from Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan, and then Ruby Riott kicked.
Yeah.
On the way down.
Yeah. So she went through that pretty hard.
Yeah.
Ronda and Natalya were backstage. Ronda was trying to get Natalya some help, so she just sort of had her sit on like an equipment.
Yeah.
Instead of taking her, I'm sure there's some sort of.
There is a trainer's room. I'm sure there's a trainer's room, and there's probably an ambulance on site. I think they have to have that.
Yeah. But she doesn't. She's not paid to know that stuff. She's not paid to be a EMT, a medical professional.
Well, I don't think anybody's expecting her to
actually
do the tending to her.
To Natalya.
Exactly. But even then, we don't get the trainer. We get what appears to be a couple of local talents. Right?
It's okay. We're going to help you now. And he's all struggling to put his gloves
on.
He's like,
I know.
What the hell? It's okay. That was great. It's okay. We're going to help you. It was like a porno EMT.
Mm-hmm.
Just take off your clothes. Alexa Bliss came out. Oh man. Okay, now I'll do that. I'll sound depressed.
Here's the thing. It's been well established. Here's the thing about doing this 2 weeks in a row.
It's so bad.
Last week was bad. This week was bad. Here's the thing. It's been well established that Alexa Bliss and Bailey have no chemistry.
Yeah.
None.
Zero.
And it's been well reported.
Sasha and Bailey barely have any chemistry.
And it's been reported that Alexa Bliss and Sasha don't like each other.
Yeah.
And when Alexa dropped that line about how, to Sasha, I beat you for your title.
Yeah.
You see the look on Sasha's face?
Yeah.
Not happy.
Ooh.
So there's nothing really in these three in the ring that leads me to believe this is going to go off well.
They worked themselves into a shoot, Larson.
It's just a situation where there's nothing meshing
Who
here.
saw this last week and was like,
Thought, great idea, double down, let's do it more.
Let's just do it again.
Longer. We'll
Let's
make
do
it
it
better.
again.
More but better.
Except with zero.
So Alexa says another open forum with Sasha and Bailey. Sasha and Bailey come down the ring. Charlie's ringside. Instead of just taking like 1 or 2 questions, it's 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And it's just it's painful.
It's really painful. At some point, Bailey does mention wanting to be tag team.
They said we're going to be a tag team for life.
Yeah.
We're going to be the first tag team champions, at which point Mickie James, Dana Brooke, and Alicia Fox run down to the ring, I guess, to beat up Sasha and Bailey. However, Alexa says, hold on, tranquilo. We're not going to do it this way.
Not doing that now.
Not this time. We're going to do this in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So Alexa makes a match. Mickie and Alicia versus Bailey and Sasha. That happens next.
Mm-hmm.
Decent enough match. Pretty much goes exactly the way you think it will. Bailey pins Mickie James after a backstabber from Sasha and a Bailey to belly from herself.
Yeah.
It was an all right match, but...
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, it seems like they're really setting up Bailey to Sasha, and Bailey and Sasha be those first tag team champions.
Yeah.
Unless they don't. After that, we had Alexa Bliss backstage. Ronda yelled at her, said,
Riot Squad is going to pay.
I want a tag match tonight. And then Alexa Bliss said, I'll find a partner. And then Ronda said something like,
I don't trust you.
Yeah, I'm going to find my own partner.
Yeah.
She was yelling. Hey, at least we didn't get another crappy, like a really badly written Ronda Rousey promo.
It's true.
It was mainly improv, and she just got to do,
a little bit of yelling.
Angry.
Yeah, a little bit of
and
yelling.
yell at things. You'd be surprised how easily, that's why people often yell in their promos.
It's easy.
It's pretty effective.
Yeah, it's easy to come off.
It's easy and it's effective.
Is like you're actually
Did you
genuinely
see
emoting.
that super old school Triple H promo that was making
No,
rounds
I
this
didn't watch
morning?
it.
It was good.
I mean, good as an entertaining or
Oh, God. Yeah, good as an entertaining. He's
horrible.
barely a good promo now.
Yeah.
This is like 30 years ago.
Wow. Next, the rise of Baron Corbin, the video package.
You had to have liked this. Because they used the voiceover guy.
They used the voiceover guys. I don't know.
Come on, man. You got to like this.
It wasn't even like funny.
Well, it was funny just because it was the voiceover
It wasn't
guy.
even like cleverly edited.
Yeah. When did they do that? Remember they did like a really clever video package like this that had like a voiceover guy?
Yeah, I think it was involved. Miz was involved in that.
That sounds right. Yeah, they've done that better before. This was pretty straightforward.
And like this is all stuff that's happened in the last 2 months. I've watched all this.
Like the last 2 weeks, man.
And it's like I don't need to revisit stuff that was just barely entertaining the first time.
Yeah. Still like the voiceover guy. After that, we had Baron Corbin, Bob Roode, and Chad Gable. Bob Roode and Chad Gable obviously are upset because the PP thing, and they want another shot at Authors of Pain. Baron Corbin essentially said, fine, Bob Roode, you and Chad Gable get another shot. If Bob Roode can beat up Drake Maverick in the ring tonight.
Thing is, Chad Gable, AOPP, you're barred from ringside.
You can't be there. And they're like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it benefits us. Totally
That's
cool.
Totally great. That's awesome. After that, we had, this is like, is this actually...
I don't see where this is going. So, Lucha House Party comes in the ring. Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder come in the ring. It's supposed to be a one-on-one match. Scott Dawson versus a member of Lucha House Party. Scott Dawson saying, I'm a traditionalist. It comes to tag team wrestling. This Lucha House Party rules no good. But here we got a singles match, one-on-one, and I'll show you what real traditional wrestling is all about. He gets in the ring. JoJo says the following match competed under Lucha House Party rules. So it was the 3-on-1 handicap match. What the hell?
Is it bad that I find that kind of funny?
I think that's the goal. The problem is...
I know the problem. I get it, man. I get it.
There's several problems with it.
It's so stupid, and it's so beneath the revival. But like Lucha...
That's one.
Like
why does Lucha House Party need the constant advantage every week?
No, that's why it's absurdist.
And
that's
here
why.
is
It's absurd.
Talking about doing carbon copies. The third week in a row, they've more or less done the same damn thing.
But talking about doubling down, they took one of the revival out of it. In an absurd, like I said last week, in a Kafka-esque way, it's funny.
Here's the thing.
Did you see their reaction when they said this singles match is now being fought under Lucha House rules? They went ballistic.
And rightfully so.
And then Twitter went, what What the hell are they doing in the Revival? And then Nick freaking Jackson was on Twitter. One day we're going to tag team. We're going to fight the Revival one day. And it's like, yeah, that's great. They'll probably go to All Elite Wrestling because they're being treated like total crap.
Yeah.
But that shit's funny. They don't need it. Lucha House Party doesn't need it.
Here's the thing.
This is a nightmare for the
Revival.
Revival.
I feel like it shortchanges Lucha House Party. They're really
it
good.
Does.
But it's like, oh,
dude, this benefits nobody. But it's hilarious.
If I didn't like both these teams, I would probably have the same attitude as you.
That's the biggest tragedy, too, is that could you imagine a proper feud between one of the best tag teams today, the Revival, and one of the best tag teams today, Lucha House Party?
It would be a blast.
A proper feud
we're
would
not getting
be
that.
amazing.
It would be amazing.
This is hilarious, though.
It's awful.
It's honestly, it's like one of our jokes from We Book Raw. It's like, let's get so stupid with
but here's the
this.
thing. We would take like Lucha House Party and do this with the Ascension.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be with the Revival.
Right. No, see, don't you understand the genius of the comedy? The Revival are one of the best tag teams on the planet. We know this. That's why it's funny. Because they're not. Oh, it's so bad.
It's terrible.
It's so bad you have to find the comedy in it. Because their reaction when it's like, that's good. That's good. But it's also really bad.
It's awful.
I don't know, man. I'm so torn.
It's terrible. Next, Baron Corbin's backstage. PA hands him a box with something in it. We later find out it's a gold medal of excellence.
Finger. Oh, wait,
I
no,
know.
it's not WCW. That's just so many. I'm literally thinking of what's my upper limit for people in WCW I can kill in week one. Week one. All those people, oh, I'm so happy to be drafted to WCW.
Dead.
Nope.
Dead.
No,
Dead.
you're not. 2 minutes of screen time, then you're dead.
My goodness. So that leads to the Drew McIntyre Appreciation Night ceremony. Baron comes out, drops a promo, talks about how awesome Drew is. We all know this.
Also, I'll say this. Feels a little less like Drew is henchman this week. This week alone.
This week. Wait till next week.
I don't know what's going on next week.
Wait till
but
next
this
week.
week alone feels a little less like Drew McIntyre.
A little less. Just wait till next
is
week.
a Corbin henchman.
Just wait till next week.
All right.
Just wait till next week.
All right.
And then Baron gives him a medal. Drew starts talking. Dolph comes out, interrupts him, looking like a sad sack. Man, moping down to the ring.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
So he comes, he has a mic. He starts saying, well, where's my invitation to this party? And Drew just essentially says, Dolph, I use you to get to the top. You haven't been relevant in 10 years.
Yeah.
So on and so forth. Dolph attacks Drew. Brawl breaks out. Dolph hits a zigzag. Baron says, no. We'll have a match to work all this out.
Yeah.
And so a match happens.
Let me ask you something.
What?
If Steve throws a party, I don't invite you. Are you going to show up and ask why you weren't invited?
No.
Like
I would just come to work next day and sulk about it until you say what's got you upset.
Would you really?
Yeah.
I
Depends on the nature. Depends on the nature of the party.
I don't generally like going to anybody's house.
But here's the thing: it depends on the nature of the party.
So if you didn't invite me, I might be happy, but I might be salty also.
So like if you had a birthday party and invited all the rest of our friends but not me,
oh wow,
then I might have a beef. But if it was like some family party that you didn't invite me to,
Well,
then
yeah,
what
that
business do I
happens
have
all the
being
time.
invited to that to begin with?
Sure.
Depends on the nature of the party.
Oh yeah. Wow.
That's it.
Interesting. But you're not going to show up.
No.
You just passive aggressive be like, oh, like,
Yeah.
thought we were cool, man.
Yeah.
I was like, well, you're my work partner.
Well, that's got to mean something. You see me more than you probably see some of your family members.
It wasn't. I see you way more than I see all of my family members, including my child. See, well, it wasn't a work party. That'd be so messed up.
That would be messed up.
I see you enough. All right.
See, that would be fine. If you said that, it's like, I see you all day. I see you plenty.
No, man. You're invited. You're always invited. We'll never do that.
So it's Drew versus Dolph, a match that really should have been some measure of
If you
build
do
for.
show up and you're not invited, I will call you irrelevant, though.
Okay.
And then I will claymore you.
Okay.
I'll probably only get, it'll be like to your knee.
Yeah.
Because I can't reach up here.
That's fine. I'll super kick you in like where your sternum meets.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I don't know if I can actually kick all the way to your head.
Not with your tight Hesher jeans.
No. These aren't that tight, actually. So this match happens with no build whatsoever.
No build.
It really should have a build. About halfway down, Drew grabs the mic, starts talking trash to Dolph, referencing Finn Balor. Finn walks down to the ring. Side area. At one point, Drew tosses Dolph back in the ring. Drew tosses Dolph back in the ring, if that's what I said. Dolph kind of clips the ref's leg. Dolph rolls to the opposite side of the ring. Ref goes and checks on him. Finn hits a drop kick on Drew, sending him into the barricade. And then Drew just barely beats the 10 count, get back in the ring, eats a super kick from Dolph. Dolph wins.
Mm-hmm. Well, good for Dolph. They're still booking his super kick strong.
Yeah, I guess.
So that's good.
Just he doesn't benefit from this at all. There's no benefit for Dolph.
Well, he gets a giant paycheck every week.
Yeah, I mean, financially
like
benefit, but he would get that paycheck whether he beat Drew or not.
Yeah, so he's good. He's benefits.
He benefits regardless, win or loss.
Exactly.
He could take 10 pins from Drew last night and got the same paycheck.
Well, the 10-pin match isn't a thing.
No, I'm saying 10 matches. Like every match on Raw last night could have been Dolph versus Drew.
Don't give them any ideas.
Drew could have won all of them.
Don't give them.
Nonetheless,
don't give them any
Dolph
ideas.
would have made the same amount of money.
That could happen next week.
It could.
Yeah.
Anyways, afterwards, Drew had an interview. He wasn't happy. Said he's got a problem with Dolph, but more so he's got a problem with Finn Balor.
Yeah, man. After that, we had an Elias promo. I feel like this was the first week that I noticed the face thing has lost a little bit of his spark. He didn't really bring it.
No.
He seemed actually kind of bummed out last night.
He did.
Like his hair was down.
Yeah, and it seemed kind of frizzy.
I wonder if he's okay. Maybe
so.
he's lonely like John Cena.
Maybe he's a little under the weather.
That could be.
Because he probably has.
Maybe he
done this
hates
before.
Texas.
He says, well, now I need you to silence your cell phones and hold your applause. But he didn't say, and most importantly, shut your mouths.
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be a polite way to say that.
Yeah. Keep quiet.
Yeah.
Tranquilo. Or silencio.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you something. Earlier in the night, Sasha said she tried to get that hometown heat by saying, I'm having a great time in Texas, which, as you know, is a giant landmass.
Second largest state in the union, yeah.
Right. And the bigger one doesn't really count.
Well, it's just kind of far away.
If somebody said, it's like closer to Russia than it is here. If somebody said,
actually closer to Canada than it is here.
That is true too. That's true as well. How long is what is it called? The
Bering Strait?
The Bering Strait. Yeah.
I don't know, but there's that hunk of Alaska that goes down south towards California or towards Washington. I don't know how far that is. I don't know how much coast of Canada there is between Alaska and Washington versus how much Bering Strait there is between Alaska and Russia.
Well, apparently you can see people on the other side of that Bering Strait. I think it's pretty close. Like 4 miles.
Pretty sure it's further than that.
I'm actually curious about this now. Crap, I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. So if they show up when we go to Raw and Sasha says, I have a great time partying here in California.
Well, it's a large state.
I'm not going to pop that hard.
No.
Because you
even
probably
if she said Sacramento, I wouldn't pop.
Oh, I'd pop for that.
No.
I mean,
because I knew she.
What would you pop for?
Well, I mean, she said I had a great time partying here in Sacramento. First thing was like, that's not true. You don't come to Sacramento party.
I had some okay food
here in
Sacramento.
So I had a great time at the Railroad Museum here in Sacramento. That I would pop for because that seems genuine.
I got you. I had a great time at the Fat Rabbit in Folsom.
There you go.
Nice. Did you try their pierogies? Where were we? Elias being bummed out. He was interrupted by a Lio Rush. And then, of course, he does Bobby
do the poses.
Bob Lashley shows his butthole to everybody.
Yeah, showed his butt to everybody. Elias says, all right, that's enough. Mm-hmm. Storms up the ramp.
And even then he seemed grumpy.
Yeah, I know.
Sort of lethargic.
Yeah, there's a brawl. Elias chases Leo off. Leo jumps off the stage. Elias beats up on Lashley, throws him to the Tron, chases Bobby backstage with a guitar. And then Finn tosses Leo back on top of the ramp, allowing Elias to break his guitar over Leo's back.
Yeah. And then Finn threw up his too sweet. And then Elias gave him the Fonz.
Finn's too sweet there seemed obligatory. Like he was told he had to do it.
I think he just has a really mellow one, man. I think he just throws it up sort of like, it's like,
I don't know.
Whatever.
It's like
the other guys are like, it's like violent. He's
and that's what it was in Bullet Club, man. That's how it should be.
He should be much more violent. I agree, but this is Finn Balor, not Prince Devitt.
Well, they should make
so
him
it's all like
a bit more,
because you don't know where it comes from. Whoa. It's like a magic trick. Next up, Jinder and Jinder's funny, man. Jinder and Baron backstage. He was, blowing all sorts of smoke up Baron's ass, saying, "You're great. Everybody else is terrible. You have a problem with freaking what's his face, Finn.
Yeah,
I'll take care of him. I'll do that." And then Shanti.
Yeah, and then Slater and Rhino walk in. Baron goes, "Oh, I want to see you. So I'm looking to balance the budget here,
Baron
cut
is funny
some costs."
here too.
And so we only have money for one of you.
Yeah.
Either you want to quit. That's what he
Yeah.
said. And then, of course, he said, well, I can. I got a family. I got kids.
Yeah.
And Rhino said, well, I've worked too hard just to give up now.
Yeah, and he's got a new boat, too.
Yeah. And then Baron said, well, my predecessor, Kurt Angle, always said, we'll settle it in the ring, so that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Match. Loser is fired.
Yeah, man. I love that. Loser leaves town match.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we had the Bob Roode versus Drake Maverick
Why
match.
does Bob Roode only not have a robe? We know he's got at least a red one and a white one. Just because blue one gets peed on doesn't mean he's out of robes.
Well, yeah, but
I think he has a black one, too.
It's a reminder to the people of this story, and because what if there's shenanigans and Drake Maverick tries to pee on it again? I agree with this decision. While he's in this feud, no robe, because he's already lost $10,000 on one because it's soaked in urine. He doesn't want to lose.
This is what you got to do. Scotch guard him.
Yeah, okay.
And pee just fall right off.
Yeah. How upset would Drake Maverick be if he's peeing on it and it just wicks off everywhere?
Exactly, as I'm telling you.
Yeah. And then Bob Roode laughs.
Jokes on Drake Maverick.
Jokes
He
on
tries
you.
to pee on a robe,
Right
and the
back
pee
at
just
you.
bounces right back. And
it's all like splashing him.
Exactly.
That's disgusting. That's the flipping worst, man. Like when you're peeing in one of those freaking
urinals?
Urinal, or when they have like a trough thing.
Oh,
like a
yeah,
pee
yeah,
trough. Yeah. Those are sick. Those are disgusting, man.
Yeah.
Like like you just dick all in your periphery.
Mm-hmm.
That's horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
You have to like find one spot.
And focus.
Otherwise, dick.
Yeah, that's the whole line.
Anyways, backstage, so they kick off the match. Roode, unfortunately, is unable to immediately get off a glorious DDT. He wants to make it last a little bit. He starts beating up on Drake Maverick a little bit. Backstage, we see the Tron light up, and the AOP is beating Chad Gable up. They throw him into a bunch of fairly harmless-looking trays or
some like bread racks or something like that.
Yeah, some racks. Bread Chef is in attendance. And then Baron Corbin shows up and starts yelling, now it's a 3-on-2 handicap match.
No, he says, I forgot to say.
Yeah. So get out there. He forgot to say after he said they're banned from ringside.
I know. And so the most interesting part of this whole story happened right here, where Bob Roode tried to pin Drake Maverick before AOP got out.
Mm-hmm.
Like the most interesting 35 seconds.
Because you know why? It was like a beat the clock challenge.
Exactly. It was the most interesting 35 seconds of Bob Roode's 2018.
Is that a custom match mode?
Beat the
that
clock?
should be a
that'd be great.
Custom match mode in 2K.
Yeah, that'd be great. So anyways, he doesn't do it. Authors are paying it out. There's a 3-on-1 handicap match. Eventually, Chad Gable makes his way down to the ring. It's all for naught. Authors of Pain hit Super Collider. Drake Maverick pins Bob Roode on Raw. Who'd have thought that would ever happen when Bob Roode was champion of NXT?
All Elite Wrestling. Bob Roode. Or Impact.
Yep.
Boy, anything else would be a step down for him. I have faith in Bob Roode. Just kick him.
I have all the faith in Bob
Here's
Roode.
the
I don't
thing.
have the faith in anybody running his creative.
All they got to do. What are those? Can you please wear that shirt?
No.
And those pants?
No.
All he needs is like a move to SmackDown or have.
He was on SmackDown. That's where he debuted, and they made him.
Shit! It
boring,
was terrible there
smiley
too.
Babyface. Yep.
But the creative was terrible at the time in general, wasn't it?
No, that was right after WrestleMania. It didn't get bad till the following fall.
Oh crap! Oh no.
They've got him wrong from the beginning.
Ouch. No good, man. No good.
Yeah.
After that, we had Slater versus Rhino. Slater picked up sort of a surprising win with a neck breaker. Got the 3 count, and then Rhino was stunned.
Hold on.
What?
You skipped a lot. You skipped the whole Dean Ambrose thing.
Oh, shit. Why did I do that? Oh, there it is.
So Dean comes out flanked by a security detail. They're all in gas masks. I keep on calling Dean's security detail a SWAT team. But I think
they didn't look like a SWAT team.
No, they didn't. They're a security detail because he didn't go and hire the Houston SWAT team.
Yeah, they look like some sort of Orwellian, like they all have gas masks
something
on.
from 1984,
Yeah.
So they weren't a SWAT team. They were a mercenary security detail. That's what they were. So Dean starts his promo with his gas mask on. He's got like a wireless receiver or transmitter in the back of his gas mask. So he's got a lav inside the gas mask to pick up his audio. Nonetheless, he grabs the mic.
Yeah.
Like he's talking to the mic. I'm like, dude, I know You got a lav in there.
Well, you and I know that. Come on now.
Details like that irritate me. Anyways, takes the gas mask off, and he completely contradicts what he said 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, I was really proud of what we did in the Shield, even though 2 weeks ago he said that they're all being punished for that did it as members of the Shield. He said it was all great until Seth and Roman decided to be role models. He called Seth one of the worst lowlifes he knows. Called him a scumbag, I believe.
So was he simply talking about the reunion aspect of things?
No, I feel like he was talking about the Shield's OG run when they were laying waste to everybody.
Yeah, but Seth didn't try to be a role model back then.
No, as we said, it was all going good until Seth and Roman decided they want to be role models. And I think that is reference to the Shield reunion.
Okay, that makes sense.
And he says he's the moral compass. Dean is the moral compass of Raw.
Yeah.
While wearing a Bane jacket.
Well, at that point, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just he talks and talks. He's sort of entering in a break. He's a really good talker.
He's an okay talker.
Oh, Dean, I think he's fantastic.
His mannerisms.
I think he's really good.
He
has good stuff to work with.
Yeah, he can be a really good talker. Here's the thing. His mannerisms haven't changed from when he was a face to a heel.
That's sort of the problem.
He'll say a line and he'll do this thing.
Yeah.
Which as a face works and gets the crowd excited.
Yeah.
Like he'll be real sudden with his movements to bring the mic down, but as a heel, it doesn't work.
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
He needs to be more. See, I thought that the oil drum fire promo was a bit better. He needs to be more intense. He needs to be more in the camera's face.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to just dial it up like many notches.
Yeah, he does.
And he's sort of just going back into chill Dean.
I know.
Basically,
I know.
We need chilled Dean where he's on bath salts.
Yes.
It's crazy and
Yes.
unpredictable.
Yes.
Lunatic fridge.
Yes. So anyway, Seth's music hits. He attacks the security detail from behind, dumps Ambrose from the ring, and this is cool. Seth picks up one of the security guys, power bombs him out of the ring onto the other security guys. Seth turns to Dean. They start brawling the crowd. Seth tosses Dean over the barricade again, goes from some sort of springboard thing. Dean grabs a gas mask, hits Seth with it, and he starts beating the heck out of Seth with gas mask and fists. Hits a Dirty Deeds on the outside. And then the security guys put Seth back in the ring, and Dean hits another Dirty Deeds.
Didn't Seth hit a suicide dive on one of those security guys? That dude, he took that nasty. The security guy, he's sitting there. He's like, I can't see shit in this gas mask.
I know. That's when Dean was doing his promo, I was just looking. It's like, A, your gas mask is fogging up, man. And B, it wasn't tight enough in the back, so it was starting to slip down his face, so you can see the top of his nose through the eye holes.
That's funny.
But if the creative was good, I wouldn't be focused on any of that. I'd be so riveted by the content of the promo.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, all right,
yeah,
you're just saying the opposite we did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, man,
because none of this matters.
I did like that Matthew Audet tweeted out that his entrance looked like a Steve W character. I wish you can get like an army of people lining up in 2K. That'd be great, and then they all start glitching around. Okay, so after that we had Nia Jax and Tamina interview. What do you think about this? I think Nia Jax still like, I'll look at her eyes and I'll still be like, oh, she's totally searching for her lines right now.
Yeah, but I thought the menacing thing benefited more than anything she's done recently.
I think it was better. I think it was 6% better than what it has been.
But I mean, last week was so bad.
And then here's the funny thing, though, is that I'm watching this. I'm like I have this wayward thought. I'm like, why don't they have Tamina talk? And I was like, oh, I remember what that was like.
Well, that bit when
that was bad.
When Nia says, "Yeah, Ember Moon, I get why she's Ronda's partner. I kind of wish it was you, Charlie," which was random.
That was really weird.
But then when Tamina walked out from behind Nia and whatever Charlie showed her like that, that was kind of neat.
Yeah, that was all right. I like when she yelled. Very suddenly.
Blew out the mic. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Now we went to
now we have Slater versus Rhino.
Yeah, Slater picked up
Slater won.
A pretty quick win with a neck breaker. Rhino, understandably devastated.
Backstage, Slater, understandably upset that he had to.
He said, "Is there anything I can do to help Rhino out?"
He's got a family, and Corbin says, "What did he say about Rhino?" No, something I don't know. And he said, "You need to worry about yourself and your new job." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Here's your new uniform." And he gives him the ref shirt.
Said, "You have a long career as ref."
Yeah. Looking forward to that, man.
Yeah. It's not going to last very long, I feel like.
Here's the thing. I really hope that they just like run with that for like a year. No interviews, no backstage segments. It's just every week on Raw, he's got 2 matches as a ref.
All right.
He's just there.
He has his locker next to Jack Daddy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you think he's going to make a good ref? Ref's a completely different thing.
It really is.
You know?
It's a totally different thing.
know.
Not everybody's cut out to be a referee. Next, Jinder Mahal versus Finn Balor. The Singh brothers got involved at one point. Finn was going for a coup de grace. Singh brothers knocked him off, and then Apollo Crews runs out to make the save. So I'm guessing this isn't so much an alliance between Apollo and Finn, but an upcoming feud between Apollo and Jinder.
Which, I mean, if you know, it makes sense that Apollo would come out on the right end of that one against Jinder Mahal, which is something. Which is better than nothing. It's better than not being on TV.
Yeah.
It's better than having a Lucha House Party Rules match.
Oh, man.
As a singles guy.
Oh, man.
So good for Apollo Crews.
And Finn actually picked up a win with the coup de grace for once.
And we got, after seemingly the first time since like 2014, we got an actual Finn Balor win with a real coup de grace.
Yeah.
So yay for that.
It's been a while
I think
since that
that's
happened.
fantastic. And then backstage, we had a Finn interview.
No.
Interview.
He was just attacked by Drew pretty much instantly.
Well, he started talking. He was like,
Well, he was about to say a couple words, and then
things are going good.
Pow.
Gersh. And
then
he had
was
Drew
on
beat
top
the
of him,
crap
beat the
out
crap
of him.
out of him, talking crap. Got another Lars Sullivan vignette. He talked in this one.
Yeah. He said, doesn't matter which brand I go to, Raw or SmackDown, people are going to get these hands. I don't know what he said. I remember he said, I'm going to do some stuff.
Yeah.
After that, we had
Main event.
the main event. Nia and Tamina versus Ronda and Ember Moon. So good for Ember Moon.
As soon
But
as Ronda
before-
hit the ring,
Yeah.
Nia and Tamina beat her up. Ember sprinted down to the ring. Eventually, her and Ronda cleared the ring. Commercial break. Match happens. Fun enough. A little bit of storytelling where Ronda beat up Tamina, sent her into her own corner, and starts yelling at first Tamina, then Nia for Tamina to tag Nia in. Nia does, and then immediately tags Tamina back in.
Yeah.
Eclipse, armbar.
Well, hold on. There was
What?
that weird thing that Ronda did, that weird signature thing.
Oh, the kind of step up knee like Shayna
It's
Baszler
like a
does.
step up, but man, she got like way high up in the air.
Yeah.
And then her freaking leg like went cleared way over
Tamina's head. Yeah, I know.
It looked kind of cool. I was like, what was that?
It does look cool.
So she did that, and then like you said, Eclipse, and then armbar. Tamina taps out fairly instantly. And there's your episode of Monday Night Raw. Well, there were some things that I liked about it, but yeah, look, man, when you're in that deep of a hole, you just got to search for stuff to like. Otherwise, you're gonna go flipping crazy.
No, I understand,
man.
I'm just saying, I got to keep it real, man.
You're in such a deep hole.
Got to keep it real. But we get SmackDown tonight. That's usually a fun 2 hours. Let's do our SmackDown preview. Of course, courtesy of WWE.com. Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and Asuka signed their TLC match contract. SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and Asuka will make their historic tables, ladders, and chairs match official tonight on SmackDown Live when they sign the contract for the bout. What will happen when these three rivals meet in the squared circle to put their names on the dotted line?
Will violence happen?
Yeah.
Probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next, Daniel Bryan to appear on a must-see Miz TV. The WWE Universe is still baffled by the new Daniel Bryan and his unsettling attitude. The WWE champion has attempted to give insight to his new outlook, but he's only left fans with more questions.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. I know what he's doing.
Do you
get it?
Do I get what?
With Daniel Bryan, like this
Yeah, man, he's crazy. He's spending 3 hours a day in that hyperbaric chamber.
Yeah,
I'd go crazy too.
Nuts. Yeah, exactly.
Loved
Okay,
it.
makes sense.
Well, WWE Universe by and large are dullards.
Wow.
I'm joking.
Wow.
Put myself in that category too.
All right.
There's an unlikely superstar who will try to get to the truth behind the new Daniel Bryan tonight on SmackDown Live. The Miz. Oh, I thought they were talking about R-Truth. Can the A-lister put aside his bitter rivalry with the WWE champion in search of answers? Find out on what is sure to be a truly must-see edition of Miz TV where Miz turns face, because that's what's happening tonight.
Jeff Hardy goes one-on-one with Randy Orton for the 10th time since Midsummer.
And probably the 113th time since they've been in the WWE.
Yeah. Though his 20th anniversary celebration was crashed by Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy is reinvigorated and ready for whatever the future holds. Tonight, that means rekindling one of his most intense rivalries as a charismatic enigma goes one-on-one with Randall Orton. The bad blood between the two could not be contained by the square circle and had to be settled in a truly brutal Hell in a Cell match. Yeah, that was pretty good, which the Viper won. Can Hardy turn around his fortunes against WWE's Apex Predator?
Given that Samoa Joe is probably going to interfere. No.
Yeah.
Woods, Uso, and Cesaro square off in triple threat match. A big triple threat match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship was announced for WWE TLC last week, as Sheamus and Cesaro will defend against the Usos and New Day. This week on SmackDown Live, the WWE Universe will see a different kind of triple threat match with one member of each team squaring off in singles competition. That should be fun.
That will be fun.
Who will claim a critical victory heading into WWE TLC? Xavier Woods, Jey Uso, or the Swiss Cyborg? Or will it just turn into a big thing where all the competitors and all the teams just start beating up each other? That's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, big scrum.
Yeah, scrum. Thank you. Find out tonight on SmackDown Live at 8, 7 Central on USA Network.
Let's take some questions. What do you say?
I think that's a swell idea, old friend.
All right. Dan Milenkovic, New Japan Pro Wrestling Never Overweight Championship, the Haas belt. We have Bad Wrestling had a Never Overweight Championship.
Yeah.
Adam Mayhem was Never Overweight Champion.
Was he?
In Bad Wrestling, yeah.
Oh, my God. What were
It was
you
held by
doing
Sam
over
Slippers
there?
for a long time.
Oh, he's my favorite. Sam Slippers is my favorite.
Yeah, he was a good creation.
He was a good. Where is he? And where is Magic Pony? Magic Pony, I think, was the last W champion that we saw.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's probably going to be dead now, though.
No.
Turned into glue and dog food.
You.
Isn't that what they do with horses?
Well, I mean, that was what I heard for the longest
back
time.
in the day.
Goomba, Bob Roode's robe. It was the last thing he had, and they take it from him and piss on it.
Wow.
I'm convinced WWE is actively trying to get him to quit. No, he's under contract, so he can't just quit because it'd be a Neville situation. You wouldn't see him for a year.
Yeah. I think he likes being on the road. Here in the Discord, we've got Big Money GM. He clarified earlier in the Super Chats, LHP stands for Lucha House Party.
Oh, okay.
So that's what that was all about.
Being
I forget
a baseball guy, it was.
I forget what
pitcher.
what the Super Chat was, though.
Let me see here. Make up new rules that fall under Lucha House Party rules. Gotcha.
Oh. Last man, 3-man standing match.
There you go.
Last 3-man standing.
Last 3 men standing.
Let's see.
Find my spot.
Me too.
Mr. Blue 7, should Raw do away with the tag division altogether and just make SmackDown the show with the tag belts? Then they can bring the Cruiserweight belt to Raw. All tag teams go to SmackDown. So you pretty much should be just sending Authors of Pain and the Revival to SmackDown.
I'd be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be okay with that. Once what's-his-face come back, they can send Breezango.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want all the tag teams. Like, I'm fine with all the comedic tag teams. Like the loser locker room tag teams.
All on Raw.
All on Raw. Revival comes over to SmackDown, and Lucha House Party comes to SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And who else did you say?
Oh, AOP.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm fine with it. They're a clown show now.
Kind
with
of.
that Drake Maverick.
Yeah, he's peeing on himself.
And his bell ends everywhere.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Alex C. In kayfabe, are 205 Live Lucha House Party and Raw Lucha House Party separate entities? Are these all the same guys? Or are they different guys under the mask? In kayfabe.
Oh, I think they're the same guys.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're the same guys. I don't know why they wouldn't be the same guys.
Yeah.
I don't know what Alex C's talking about.
Trey Garrow.
I think he's drunk.
I'm going through a tough situation right now. You're my best friend. You're all I got right now. Well,
hope things get better for you, Trey.
Yes.
Hafty in Discord asks, who would be the best loser locker room, NXT, or 205 Live call-up to help the Revival level the play? Is that where this is headed? Some sort of leveling of playing fields? We saw it briefly with Cesaro and Sheamus bringing the Big Show on to help level the playing field. Who would you want to see from NXT 205 Live? Oh, obviously. Here it is. Mike Bennett. He's got a big, or TJP.
Yeah.
He's got the algorithm because he has
all the maskers.
That's right. That's right. It'd be TJP.
Yeah, it would be TJP.
There you go.
And he fancies himself the greatest technical wrestler in WWE, which fits in with what the Revival does.
Hey, the Revival are small. They should go to 205 Live.
Well, I think they're a little too large for 205 Live.
Like
Safe A13 going to SmackDown Live tonight, sitting on floor facing hard cam. Don't think I'll have time to make a Going in Raw sign to show support though. That's fine. Just go have a good time.
Just go have a good time.
Great
Don't
time.
worry about us. We're fine. Diddly doodler. What would be more awkward? Lars Sullivan meeting Stephanie or Lars Sullivan meeting Jeff Hardy? Stephanie. He said some weird things.
Yeah.
He's a weird guy.
Happy Anderson.
Allegedly.
Happy Anderson. Bailey, Sasha open forum or Lucha House Party handicap matches. One never happens again. One happens every week until the Rumble. You choose.
Oh, Lucha House Party went that every week.
At least it's they're fun to watch.
They're really fun to watch, and it's hilarious. I think it's great and bad. Jimmy Thomas. With 3-man band having a table for 3 episode, are we going to get one last 3-man band match? God, I hope not.
No.
Drew McIntyre does not need that in his life.
Kyle Young, rewatch your Sold Out 97 review earlier today. That was a bad show.
It was a terrible show, but apparently it was really funny going in review. Adam Darwin, Alexa Bliss is cleared for in-ring return according to Marcus Henry. Is that just Mark Henry or is that like a dirt sheet guy, Marcus Henry? I don't know who that is, but cool.
Dr. Rice, for Christmas Raw, you guys should buy one ticket and take shifts watching Good Luck Friendos and Happy Holidays. Well, we're going to do that. We're not taking shifts. We're both going to be there.
Take shifts.
In Sacramento. Oh, that's interesting. HBO reportedly producing Kenny Omega documentary set for 2019 release.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Let's see here. Check the Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Alex E says, Nia needed to do a thumbs down, thumbs up audio check last night. That's funny. Cody Miles says, Bliss is cleared per Cultaholic. Do they have Marcus Henry? Raw QA thread. Here we go. A lot of these questions we get, if not Super Chat, if not Discord, we'll pull them from we have a Patreon QA thread. $1 up. $1 up gets you access to leaving a question.
Unretired Dwayne Nix, the 30-time European champion. Hopefully Raw is... Oh, I posted this before Raw. Anyways, my question is, what should WWE do with Finn Balor after WrestleMania 35? Give him that Intercontinental title.
Greg Morris, since the beating at the hands of Becky and Charlotte, do you think Ronda should be booked very aggressive and violent? Treat everyone as a proxy for Becky or Charlotte until she faces those two. Yeah, well, at least on the episode that she came back, like the next night on Raw, I feel like that should have been the case. Just come out with a head full of steam and start armbarring everybody. I thought that it should have been the case, but instead she came out with a big smile on her face.
Joshua Gauker the Great. First question, what do you guys think the legit ceiling is for Io Shirai and Kairi Sane?
I'm not sure about Kairi Sane. I'm not huge on like what they've done with her character in NXT. She kind of comes off as, I don't know, kind of whiny-ish, you know? I haven't been given any info in terms of how they're really presenting Io Shirai.
Yeah,
all I've seen from her is her say that Kairi's her best friend and she gave her a big hug.
And then she does awesome moonsaults.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the barometer, yes. If the hugging people is a barometer, then it's not going to go great. But, you know, I think in ring wise, they're both like the ceiling for both of them is champion.
Yeah. Jared Ellis, Matt Riddle posts about wanting to retire Brock Lesnar. Do you think he actually has a shot to do it?
He's been wanting to do that for a very long time.
He's got a shirt that says that.
Yeah, right. So does he have a shot to do it? Sure.
Yeah, maybe.
It's going to be a while before Brock actually retires. Mm-hmm. And in that time, Matt Riddle could blow up to be a big, big thing.
Yeah, he's got probably a year in NXT maybe.
So it's possible.
And then come up to Maine. See if he can, over the course of 2 years, really build himself up to be a top guy.
If they turn on the air conditioning in
It feels cold in here now.
It got all of a sudden.
Yeah, very cold. Maybe there's a ghost in here.
Ooh.
One of the ghosts of Christmas.
Oh, man. Which one? Past, present, or future?
Future.
Oh, nice.
That's the really grim one.
Future ghost. What is lotto numbers?
Exactly.
Daddy wants to retire early.
Who wins Super Bowl this year?
Give me Gray Sports Almanac.
I know. Nathan, about to watch my first Raw in months. Will weed be enough to get through it, or should I have got some alcohol just in case too?
Oh, I think booze is really what to get through something. You want booze.
You want booze.
To heighten your experience, you want the other thing.
Yeah.
This isn't a Pink Floyd concert. Matt Buller says, do you guys think Cedric Alexander or Mustafa Ali will ever make it to the main roster? Is 205 Live purgatory once you're on there? There's no way of moving on to main roster. I'm telling you, man, put them in a tag team, get them on Raw, let them revitalize the tag division there. That being said, I would almost guarantee Cedric would hit the main roster at some point. I don't know about Mustafa Ali. I hope so. I actually like him better than Cedric.
Mustafa Ali's great.
But I just think that Cedric, they think that Cedric is more ready for primetime.
Joseph McGinnis and kayfabe, why do the Revival keep signing contracts for matches under Lucha House Party rules? And if they are signing contracts for regular 2-on-2 or 1-on-1 matches, then why is JoJo allowed to change the rules of the match without the approval of Baron Corbin? Also, why are we supposed to cheer for a team that needs 3 people to beat up 2? So here's a lot of inconsistencies with all this. So the Revival is coming down the ring under the assumption
I can answer them all.
2-on-2 or 1-on-1. And then last week they said on commentary that one of the members there talked to Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin knows nothing about whatever is going on.
Correct.
So who is authorizing these matches?
Who's the number 2 to Baron Corbin?
Alexa Bliss.
Well, she just does the women's division. So she's like a 1A.
And who's number 2?
She's like a 2A.
Drew McIntyre? Bob Lashley? Leo Rush?
Any number of those people. I don't know.
None of them have actual authority, though.
Nobody knows. That we know of. In kayfabe, nobody's number 2.
Exactly.
So
it's Mark Carrano making those matches.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
And this third point is true. Why are we supposed to cheer for a team that needs 3 people to beat up 2?
Oh, because it's great. Because it's Lucha House Party. It's a house party. Who doesn't love house parties?
Blake Whitehouse.
As long as you're invited.
Yeah, that's the thing. Revival so far has not been invited. Blake Whitehouse, so seeing how Dean's new gimmick is germaphobe, what other wrestlers should have dumb phobias?
That's not a dumb phobia.
It's not a dumb phobia.
It's a very real phobia afflicted by some very good people in this world. Who should hate spiders? Is that a dumb phobia? I don't get freaked out by spiders, but if you look at some of those videos from Australia,
those giant foot-long spiders.
Snakes are just, I don't even care about those. They're like little puppy dogs. Like there's like a snake hiding up there.
Yeah, you're scared of snakes.
Fuck that. That's terrifying, man.
You don't like snakes. All right, who should be scared of spiders? Braun Strowman.
Oh yeah, big man scared of little tiny spiders. Yeah. And he goes.
Who should be scared? Was it agoraphobia? Scared of which one is that one? Scared of people? Or social anxiety, essentially.
Oh yeah.
Bob Roode at this point.
No, well, isn't there a pee-pee phobia? Well, that's germophobia.
I think there's a specific.
Yeah.
What about claustrophobic?
That's a good one. Claustrophobic. Who loves being in open areas?
Brock Lesnar. He likes to stare at his land.
He likes his land. Yeah.
Gosh, it got really cold in here.
I know, it's weird. I'm telling you, there's got to be a specter.
I think someone just turned the heat off, man.
Phantasmo. Here we go. JC Zephyr. Despite how lackluster the Seth Dean feud has been of late, is there a chance the match itself between the two will be one of the best matches on the TLC card? Yes, because Seth is one of the best wrestlers on the planet.
Yeah. Joy Brito. Raw has been a disaster lately, and I feel only Cena's return can make it better.
Agreed.
If Cena comes back for an extended period on Raw, who would you have him feud against? Drew McIntyre.
That'd be good.
I think that'd be great.
That'd be awesome. I'd love it. Baron Corbin. Because it was awesome the first time.
Yeah. It would just be...
Cena just comes in, starts countermanding his orders.
Just squashes
and laughs at him.
And just embarrasses him.
Exactly, yeah.
Publicly, again.
He pantses him.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Matt Hero. At this point, is there any saving the Revival? It feels like they're dead and buried. How would you make them a real threat again? They got to beat Lucha House Party and destroy them.
Alexander Cross. So on Saturday, I attended an open day at House of Pain in Nottingham, where Joseph Connors trained.
Oh.
And I believe where Robin Hood hails from.
Yes.
Which was great fun, and I'm going to try to go back soon. But it made me think about how impressive it is that people like Stephen Amell and Ronda Rousey are giving this a go, and in Ronda's case, full time. My question is, do you ever think Ronda could get to the point where she can be considered a main event talent based solely on her wrestling ability? Much in the ilk of Becky Lynch and maybe Charlotte.
I think it just takes experience. Athletically, I think she could do it.
I've been pretty impressed with her so far. You know, I mean, she's clunky at times, but damn, I think she's like miles way better than Stephen Amell.
Oh yeah.
You know, that match at All In
wasn't great.
I mean, it's better than I could do, but that ain't saying
yeah,
nothing.
yeah. Alto here at Super Chat asks, Vince asked you to name the new XFL team. What's your team name?
The San Diego. It's just a fart noise. I don't really know how to spell it. I guess PFFFFT.
But then people might think it's.
That's good too. San Diego. Because that's kind of how I feel about XFL.
Wouldn't it be like PBBBT? Fart noise.
The Totino's Pizza Rolls.
Oh, there you go. That's good. Where they're based out of.
Where's Totino's based out of?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where they're based out of. I'm saying where they
I don't know.
City and name them
Hey,
Pizza
Siri,
Rolls.
where's Totino's based out of?
Here's what I found on the web for where is Totino is.
She said Totino. Open phone, please. Thank you. Let's
What
find
did you
out.
find? Where's your corporate headquarters?
United States. Oh, well, their ambassador is somebody named Tiffany Thomas of Troy, Illinois.
Didn't it say where their corporate headquarters are at?
Well, they're owned by General Mills.
Oh.
So wherever General Mills
Yeah,
is.
no, they probably
here
got
we go,
offices
history.
all over the place.
Minneapolis.
Oh, okay.
That's where they were founded.
Minneapolis Pizza Rolls.
Yeah, there you go.
That's good. That's good. That's really good.
The thing from under the ring. Can Rhino cut to 205 pounds?
No.
No way. No. He wasn't even 205 when he was in good shape. Let's see here. Oh, that's funny. Jesse Slade said, did you notice that when they were talking about the Ebony Awards with Titus, they skipped over the NFL players? XFL's already making an impact.
I noticed that when they were talking about the Muhammad Ali Award, they mentioned all the past winners except one. Guess who?
Kaepernick.
Yep. They mentioned everybody else.
So petty.
Everybody else.
Yeah. Well. You know.
Wade Fox, can we just skip to the Dean Finn Intercontinental title feud over jacket collections?
Oh, this is terrifying.
That's a good idea. What?
This is terrifying. The Saudi royal family has a question here in the Patreon thread. It's hashtag first. So
Okay.
they've never had a question answered before. They said, we are watching you, Stephen Larson.
Oh, goodness.
We got to get out of here, man. That's terrifying. We got to retreat to our Patreon exclusive post-show bonus episode. Overrun is coming up. Do we have any idea what our non-news segment is going to be today?
Not yet. I'll look for it.
We don't know.
Everything up.
All right. Well, keep an eye out for that. I'll post a link in the Discord and probably the community tab here on YouTube and probably also on the Patreon itself. So
That's
hopefully
right.
you have your notifications turned on. $5 and up. You guys can join that post show coming up in about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
That's right. So thanks all for watching. We appreciate it. And until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Goodbye.